Hey, Adam. Just getting started here. I'll give people a minute or two to get in, but welcome. Wait, so this... never mind. I need to maybe take the volume down on the music a little bit. But that should be good to go. And make sure I've got character set up. Yeah. I'll give another minute for people to get in, but I'll get started right away once that happens. Hey, Dynasty. So, anybody who doesn't know what this game is, this is Rico. It came out last week. It was March 14th, I believe. Actually, it was 11 days ago. And I wasn't able to cover it at the time, but after seeing some videos on it, I felt, okay, let me give it a try. And then playing it for a little bit, I'm like, okay, I have to show it off to the channel somehow, considering that, you know, it's up my alley. This is a procedurally generated roguelite FPS, if that makes a lot of sense. The idea here, and we're going to do the cases to begin with, is that you are a agent of this Rico, basically the police, and your job is to take down crime lords. You do that by building a case against them by going through their underlings and everything about them. So you have a way to get to this guy named, in this case, Fuhua Ko, and you've got multiple ways that you can get to him in order to, you know, convict him and be able to, you know, put him where he needs to be, or kill him, one of the two. It doesn't exactly explain what happens in the People versus Fuhua Ko, but I have multiple choices of where I can go. Obviously, the skulls mean a level of danger. So, like, half a skull? Probably not that hard. 6 skulls? Yeah, probably hard. So, I want to choose a path that probably is going to do the best I can. So, I'm going to skip the training because we don't really need it. I'm going to start off with Utter Ghost. And I love some of the names here. Actually, no, I got to go with Aloof Solar Eclipse. Elderly Eclipse, Aloof Solar Eclipse, because these are their code names, Utter Ghost, or Elderly Mentor. But I'm going to go with Aloof Solar Eclipse. You have a pistol to start off with, but as you earn points, which I'll get to in a little bit, you will get a tactical weapon, some upgrades in the grenades area, and other various items. I'm playing as one of the female cops. I don't remember her name. All right. Top left of the screen. These are my objectives for this section. I have seize evidence, clear the building, which is clear each room, and collect money. So, what do? Well, I'm just going to bust down a door. Each door you bust down gives you a little bit of slow time, which you could use to your advantage, of course. Clear a room. Simple as that. Collect some money here. That money, I don't know if it gets translated into other feat points, but we'll get to that later. Now, you could just beat the, you know, you could go through a door, no problem, or you can do it the stylish way by sliding in. Now, one of my big complaints about the game, you notice how I was here, and I took damage from that explosion, which was here. 48 damage, to be precise. That's almost half my health. And health in this game is a little bit scarce at times. Now, remember, this is the start of the early game, and the early game is going to be pretty easy. You'd either collect evidence, clear the building. Ammo and health are pretty all over the place. Sometimes you will get secondary objectives, like destroying assets. And so destroying that assets gives me a defeat point, but reinforcements are coming, so I have to watch out for them. They can come from anywhere. Like this money. There we go. This is actually not going off pretty well to begin with because I am already at half health. That's not a good way to start off. You want to use your slow time as much as you can. Yes, you can get hit by bullets during the slow time, and you got to always keep a little bit of health ready for whatever is coming, but really you need to take advantage of that time, because if you don't, you're going to be taking a lot more damage than you necessarily do. Do you have stats? Yes, your guns are the things that have stats in them. They are basically item upgrades, but nothing like Borderlands Destiny kind of loot drops. But I'll get to that in a little bit after this level, because that's when I'll be given a choice for the loot. See, I already took too much damage being up close, and I'm at 8. Now, I do get a revive, as you can see by that, hold on a second. By that, little syringe in the corner there. I need the health. And some more assets. There we go. Now, obviously, I'm getting into a cycle really quickly here. You know, I'm going through the rooms. They're the same guys, same, guns and ammo. It's early on. You gotta realize this game is a rogue light, so it's going to always start off a little bit easier. And we're going to take that. We do have physics problems at times where you get caught on things and they're not fun. Now, these sections can be a little bit harder than they look, because you get those like those parts right there where you can easily hit those other elements rather easily. Like, some of the hit detection in this game, I don't want to say it's not accurate, but it could feel off. All right, I've got enough to be able to leave the level, but I'm not going to leave yet. I want to get as many feat points as possible early on here. And really, I want to get some more health if I can find it. Yeah, I'm going to run into reinforcements, but... Nice audio cue there to tell me that there was somebody coming. Hey, get away. Okay. All buildings clear. All my objectives are complete. His corpse disappeared. And hopefully we don't run into anybody before we get out of here. Give it a little bit of time, Usain. Okay, so after each one, you get a little bit of experience, which can set up your character, as well as these merits. These merits are what is going to upgrade your character, like experience. So I have 8 merits, and I could choose any of these items to bring to the table. Now, considering my low health, I do need to take a little bit of health here. But I'm also going to take... Now, I could take the secondary slot weapon, but I found that when it comes to the Uzis, especially the early Uzis, they're not really worth it, at least in my playstyle. So I'm actually going to take a little bit more health. I'm going to take the reflex sight, and that's it. I'm going to save everything else because I want a little bit more of an upgrade. Everything is randomized from the layout here to the rooms to the spawn points to the enemies in question. All right, so I could go after Piquant Cannonball or Noiseless Golf. Now, from what I've seen, I could go after Noiseless Golf here, and that would be the easier task, but I do earn more if I go after somebody a little bit more, you know, a little bit more of a general in their category, so I'm going to do that. So all I have is a reflex sight on this now. That's fine. I'm going to have to play to my strengths. Don't shh me. And the building has changed a little bit. We're on the 46th floor of this apartment building, and let's do it again. Now note, if I didn't get any health points there, I would have started with the same health that I ended the last run in. So every little bit of damage is going to mean something here. And that's my melee weapon. It's a baton because, well, stuck on a whatever that was. You're coming for me, right? Okay. That's the end of the reinforcements. Now, note that this guy has a mask, and I really shouldn't have been shooting him in the head, because that was actually protecting him. A lot of the variety early on will be of different armor types on the enemies. Already got my secondary objective in headshotting hostiles, which is more of my playstyle. I'm the accurate one in this case. I'm not going to slide in a lot. And I'm going to use my pistol to my advantage. What games are on top for you to cover this month? Zanki Zero, Two Finger Death Punch, which I already have. I forget the game I got from Fruit Bat Factory. It starts with a Greek symbol. It's a puzzle game. I'm supposed to play it, and maybe I'll have something by Friday. Now, sometimes you get these situations where some of the randomization sometimes doesn't make a lot of sense. Why are there 3 people in this bedroom, not just hanging out? I don't know, but you know what? That's fine. It's fine. It happens. And we have all of our objectives. Let's get out of here before anybody else comes. Simple, and because I was able to take a little bit more of a challenge, I should get more merits because of that. And, don't have the shotgun yet? Really? See, I love the shotgun in these scenarios, but you know what? Instead of taking the Uzi, I'm actually going to take a upgraded pistol at this point. It's got 50 caliber rounds, which is basically a little bit more than a Magnum. Now, one thing to note about this game, and one thing that took me a while to get to, these attachments, it's very easy to confuse yourself. So, like, note the model on this gun, the Mark 1950. This flashlight's only for that gun. And you have to match the model. If you forget that you have this gun, sorry, but what the attachment that you just bought, meaningless. But I will buy that flashlight too. All right, I can only go one way here. I can go back to other rooms, but right now I just don't see the point. I might as well move forward. Still don't have a grenade. House flipper? Is that what you're talking about, Mermaid? Andrea? As you can see, this gun, a little slower, but it has a little bit more firepower. Go get him. Okay. As you can see, the bodies flying around can be pretty hilarious in the game. All right. These are locks. There are some rooms in this place that are going to be locked. Destroy it. Enough of them, and you should be fine. I also have no ammo pickups in this section, so I got to be careful with my ammo and if I want that alternate merit. But you just all standing in the doorway? That's weird. So like here, I need one more of those destroyed before I can open that door. So if I destroy this, note how it opens. Oh, somebody threw a flashbang. Jesus. Let's see some evidence. So the level and experience gives you perks. So for example, on my character right now, I have 3 perks unlocked, and you get 3 based off of choices that you make. I have more reload speed, a little bit more firepower, and my ammo clips are a little bit deeper. A little bit more per ammo clip. You also get things like slide distance, and stuff like that. And nothing in here. Oh, I accidentally took some ammo from somewhere. One of the unfortunate side effects of the pickup system is that when you get a objective don't pick up ammo, you have to be very careful because you may accidentally run into ammo and you end up failing an objective, not realizing that you ran into the ammo. You don't have to actually select it. Also, you could shoot fire extinguishers, just so that you know. But I just wanted to shoot that. Do you unlock something useful for finishing a run? I actually haven't been able to finish a run yet because it is a roguelite and they can get pretty hard. Especially when I keep on missing simple shots. We'll take that. We'll take the health. As you can see, we have a map that can highlight useful items for you or stuff that you may want to go back to. There is situations where you want to go back because, again, health is a scarce resource in this game at times. So you may want to go back to a room that you've already cleared just for the sake of, getting that little bit of ammo or a little bit of health. Because it does add up over time. Oh, you did a nice flop onto that desk. Now, I also don't know, there's cache things in non-objective areas, and I haven't figured that out. Dynasty. Bubsy on... Oh, all right. I will cover Bubsy, but I will not be happy about it. Okay, I think I've got everything on this floor. This actually worked out well for me because I'm not having to deal with reinforcements right now. And reinforcements can be the biggest pain in the ass in the game right now, mostly because they can spawn anywhere. They can spawn, from what I've seen, on top of you. And that sucks because when health is such a precious resource, that could end up being the life and death between a successful run and a failed run. All right, through the door. Okay, reinforcements are coming. Get through this door so we can get the last section. let's get out of here. That's a room. It's already been taken. I think he went the long way around. You know what? I don't necessarily like covering bad games. See, okay, so no ammo, I failed, but I did get merits for the other guys. So 7 merits, still don't have a shotgun. That sucks, but I do have a flashbang, so I will take the flashbang, and I will just fill up my health. Alcoholic Steward or Superficial Shark. I feel like the Superficial Shark is the best option here. Yeah, sort of. The thing is that what you have to realize is that this is a long game. Again, because I'm getting extra health, I'm not feeling the effects of it, but I don't also have a secondary weapon right now. But over time, every piece of little health that you're losing is going to make a difference. I missed several of those shots that I shouldn't have. Now, stuff like that, the door can actually get in the way of your shots. And be wary of that, especially in slow time. Health. There we go. I feel like the Bubsy, it's just like, unless if they prove that there's some reasonable elements to it, I don't know it's worth covering, but I can't sit here and say that it wouldn't be good for the channel, because those games usually do bring a subset of people who are actually looking for a real opinion on it, as opposed to lol memes. Hip firing is less accurate than actually aiming down the sights, and those both can be upgraded via perks, like I mentioned before. Is there only one guy in this room? Oh no, the guy, it's at the end of the hallways. Okay, take that. I feel like one of these rooms is gonna... Yep, grenade. They're all flashbanged. Sometimes in a dangerous room, having that grenade is all the difference in the world. I am bad at lol memes. Sometimes you get weapons that have penetrating shots, so you can take out 2 or 3 people at once. We'll take that ammo. And we'll take that health, but we won't take that health because we may need that later. But we can go upstairs. Rico's been fun so far. It is repetitive. Oh, here we go. So, once in a while, you will run across bombs that you have to defuse, which do a lot because you have to disarm them within the time before they blow up. So I've got 1 minute 30 to actually find these bombs. And if I don't find them, well, guess what? It's run over. So I need to quickly get through and find this. But I can't just go through every room. I have to shoot everyone in the room and clear the room before I can go on to the next one. What are you all doing in here? Like, you're all just standing around. And I have got a minute to find this last portion. Bombs defused. Simple enough. Yeah, it gets harder and harder with each run, so you feel the effects of each bullet that you're taking. see. Yeah, I got some health, but I can gain some of it back. I hear that ammo being collected. There is good sound direction in this game. Are you having a... You okay down there? I think it's down there. Are you stuck in the elevator? You are stuck in the elevator. You know what? I'm going to keep you in the elevator. Sometimes the AI can be a little bit strange. I'm hoping, yes. And we're going to get this ammo. Ah! Right, I'm yelling. Where's the last guy? Now, they can have different weapons, and sometimes they can break down the doors themselves, which is somewhat a bit of an issue. Nice penetrating shot there. Got 2 of them with 1, which is always fun. Judgment is the spin-off Yakuza game. There we go. Things are going well on this run. I probably jinxed myself. See, if I'm able to hit those shots, like, right in a row, things will go really well. And you have to play to your style. Like, mine's a slow style. Some people can play that fast style. That's fine. But, honestly, it's just not my style. One last one. Still that guy. That was actually lucky for me because the reinforcements didn't come. Because even if you get rid of the reinforcements now, they can spawn more reinforcements. So him getting stuck in that elevator was actually really beneficial for me. But, as you can see here, I don't like the fact that you can get hit through the wall. Alright, come on, shotgun. It's a smaller shotgun, but you know what? I'll take it. And I'll also buy another revive, because that will be useful. No, I like the gun I've got now. None of these other things. I'll just keep the 5 merits. And Aloof Brawl. I'm pretty sure it's not an asset flip. Andrea, can you take a look? Who published House Flipper? I'm curious if they're using the same publisher, because I feel like I've heard of Rising Sun Games before. Okay. Now, with sub-weapons, you will have situations where you got to be careful with your ammo. With the pistol, yeah, you're going to be okay most of the time, but with the side weapons, unless if you're collecting ammo all the time, you may want to save them for bad situations. I don't know why I wasted a shot on that. There we go. I got 45 seconds to find the next one, which is actually needs to happen like right now, because there's one of my targets. I need to find this in 30 seconds. And you can see how that bomb is changing my playstyle, because I gotta speed up. I gotta find that bomb. I'm ignoring everything just to find it, but I'm missing. I'm missing. It's on the first floor, so it's gotta be in here. So you can get those moments where you gotta, like, really speed up, and it can really fuck with you really quickly. But you can go back and grab everything. Which I'm gonna do. I need to collect money too, so I need to go back and do that too as well. That is... Let's get everything in here. Now, guns on the ground will give you ammo, so you do want to look for those. They only give you like 2 bullets each, but especially with the shotgun shells and things like that, that can really work to your favor. I believe these guns are actually rather equivalent in terms of power right now, which would mean, oh, why wouldn't you use the pistol all the time? Well, the shotgun has some pretty good aim on it. It's not a Doom shotgun per se, but it's also got that piercing, that ability to hit multiple targets that really, really comes into play. I need to collect more money, though, because I'm not seeing where this money is. Now, the shotgun models, each of them have their own strengths. This one, this pump-action shotgun, it's not as powerful as some of the other ones, but it has very good reload times. Yeah, it really depends on what kind of gamer you are in terms of the replayability. Like, if you like procedural generation and stuff like that, you're going to enjoy this more. But if you need more variety in terms of, like, weapons and things like that, there are other games like a Ziggurat or... Where did that shot come from? I also like the fact that you could shoot corpses out of the air to get out of the way of other corpses. You okay there? You seem you died in a really weird position. I would like to see this game on, like, gravity, like, 200, just to see the corpse launches. I need 2 more buildings or 2 more rooms. I'm just waiting for somebody to... There we go. And we're going to take that money, and we're going to take that money, and we're going to get out of here. Ah, it took way too much damage for that. We got guys with body armor coming now, so that shotgun is one of the reasons why I get the shotgun, because those body armor guys can really screw you up. Actually, I'm going to make a run for it. Okay, 4-2-1-2 experience, good. I will take the duck bill choke on the shotgun. I will take health, and I will buy armor. I don't want to take any of this. I don't like the pistols with the bigger ranges because it's not worth it. So I'll just take as much health as possible. I could take a grenade, but I feel like the flashbang is more useful in most situations. So I'm going to go with that. Like I said before, character setup. So you've got all these traits. So beady eyes, improves your aim down. Sight accuracy, immune to stun. Perfect accuracy on 4 damage for the last bullet. Reduces recoil from shooting from the hip. More grenades. Reduces incoming damage by 25% while sliding. And, I unlocked Satisfaction. So, you know what? I'm going to take that because that clears some of my health more per room. I'll take the reload, and I'll take the increase in ammo. Actually, I'm going to take just the scratch, and I will actually increase my damage. All right. Tools? No, I do not believe there are any tools in the game. I know there's an online component to this, and I don't know what those tools are. The merits that I showed you are the stuff in the single player, at least. All right. You know, you could come around that corner. One thing you have to be careful of in this game is that, like, rooms like this where they get high advantages from you, the AI is pretty smart in that if it gets any sort of angle on you, you're screwed. I took that health even though I had armor. Those are mistakes that are going to haunt me. I'm okay at rhythm games. Above average, maybe? Like, what is this room? What is this room? Who designed this place? Where did that shot come from? There we go. Slide. Oh, I need slide eliminations. I didn't even notice that. Okay. Which slide eliminations are a lot easier to get in slow-mo. But you can still get them otherwise, as you can see there. And we'll take the money. There is no jump button, by the way. I was not ready for your room. And I'm almost out of my body armor already. As you can see, the damage is piling up. How much would you feel your skills impacting the roguelike elements? Somewhat. You do need good first-person skills, or first-person shooter skills, in order to really succeed. Like, when to reload and when not to. There we go. I would say it's about 75-25. 75 for the skills in the FPS genre, and 25 if you're like a roguelite who manages stuff well, things like that. Yeah, there is co-op to this, and that does play a huge part into it. I don't usually cover the co-op portions of the game because, I mean, with review codes, it can be pretty hard. And that was a really bad part on or really dangerous move on my part. Actually, I want to leave him. Sometimes it is to your benefit to just leave a guy so you don't have to deal with him for a little bit. That he has to play catch up with you. So you do sometimes want to leave guys there and let them try to catch up with you, but you have to keep your eye on them because they can come right for you. Nope. I feel like that way about Persona right now. I want to play the other Persona games, but it's like one of those things where it's just like, where do I find the time? And see, now I'm down. I have revives, so I can revive myself, but I will take damage, and I only revived to 50. So I used one of my revives. Okay, fine. And I'm not even trying for slide eliminations right now because I don't really want to take the damage associated with trying to slide and deal damage. Sometimes you got to make that executive decision that, you know, it's not worth it. Gotta love flashbangs. And target's destroyed. Gotta get out of here. Don't care about the slide eliminations. Yeah, I just... Get a new job and give yourself a week to just play video game catch-up between jobs. You know, I wish. Alright. Man, I'm getting unlucky with these weapons. You know... This is the top pistol. So I will take the top pistol. I will buy some health, some armor, the extended clip on the pistol, and more armor. I do want a easier portion, so Marvelous Romeo. Frame rate, I didn't notice a stutter there, but it's possible. I have seen frame rate drops tiny bit here and there. As you can see, 20 bullets in one pistol is pretty good. Bomb, you are in my way. That bomb took a lot of my armor. Hopefully it's not in that room. There's the bomb. Okay, good. Got lucky in that one. You know, charging with me when I've got a shotgun to me. Ow! There we go. Sometimes you can get stuck on the environment too, which does suck. But it happened. And if you time your melee right, you won't take damage from those guys. And not have to waste a bullet on them. There's about 4 main locations that I see in terms of the building types. But, in terms of the, like, over, like, 6-8 hours, I would say not necessarily that much. But the configuration, because of the way that you have to approach each room, it does a little bit. Bash that. Completed my optional task. Really need to get rid of that guy with the machine gun, because that could have been really dangerous. There we go. Simple enough. Let's go in that one room because it's by itself. There we go. Please tell me that's health. Oh, that's evidence. I actually need that. 6 more rooms in this place. I may actually... Depends on what I feel like. I may skip one of these objectives depending on... how troublesome those last rooms are. Don't want to pick up that evidence yet. I don't want to call reinforcements right away, because once I get that objective, reinforcements will be called, and that would make my life a little bit harder right now, and I really don't really want that. Got lucky with that one guy hitting that fire extinguisher. All right. I need reinforcements coming. Sometimes they'll just come after time, and, well, you got to deal with it. I need to get out of here. Stairwell. I'm getting out of here. 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 4 health. Yep, I will just buy some health and another reviver because I have max revives. Yeah, I don't still have a better shotgun, but you know what? It's gonna happen. Also, Fear's gunfight mechanics was important. I don't think I've ever gotten this far, actually. Also, Messy Womanizer. I don't want to know. So this is one tick off from incredibly hard. And with no body armor, that sucks. Okay. No ammo pickup, so I gotta be careful of that if I want that bonus. Okay, there's health in here. That's gonna be really important. Don't get that for 1 health yet. I killed somebody through the wall. Wall hacks. I'm gonna shoot that Because I really don't want any situation where that could have come back and bite me in the ass. Not as much as cake farting. I still don't know what that really is, and I really don't want to know. There we go. Okay. You're taking a lot of shots. There we go. Asset destroyed. That's why you leave some explosives in the room. Ah, crap. More reinforcements seem to get more frequent in later stages. Oh, I'm already out of pistol ammo. This is not good. I'm already low on ammo. This is not good. You know what? I'm gonna fail that mission. I'm gonna fail this mission because, you know what? I need the ammo. I'd rather have the ammo. We're gonna go this way. Oh, this is a 3 level. Shit. As you can see, they can get some really bad angles on you. Because, I mean, he took a good chunk of my health off there. And he had a really good angle on me. Do. Please no reinforcements for a while, because I'm already struggling. I have both revives, but... Oh, thank God for the explosive. And I'm not too close to it. But we have a bomb, which is the worst right now, because that means I gotta go faster. I do have 2 minutes 30 on it, so... Crap. Shit. I'm down. Yes, I do not drink alcohol. Amazing, isn't it? I need to go this way. Once we get one objective here, we are leaving. Because that's all I've got. Can I... Yeah, I was hoping I could get that explosive. I am in trouble. Real trouble. I still have the bombs. Shit. I'll come back for that evidence, but right now there's one of them. I need to find the last bomb very quickly. It's in here, hopefully. It's right there. But that doesn't help because I don't have health at all, and I need to at least get some more evidence or some more rooms. Come on. I hear you. Come through that door. As you can see, this is where those last sections are really coming into play because I don't have that much ammo anymore. Come on, come on. Oh, no. Nope. Too many. Too many to deal with. Favorite gacha style game, Fire Emblem Heroes. If a raccoon doesn't deliver my donut, do I really want it? You know, you have a point there, Andrea. So, I failed my case. That was on the medium difficulty. Now, you do have difficulties in terms of the dailies. You could have an easy one, a medium, a hard, and there are leaderboards for those of how quickly people complete. People are completing this in 1 minute, 45 seconds? Jesus. And quick, you got operation, you got training, and I don't know what lockdown is. Let's find out what lockdown is. Is this just wave base? Yep, it's a wave. It's a wave system. Okay, don't really care. So, that is a run of Rico, and that's what I wanted to show off. Now, I will give my final thoughts, because again, and marking that at 5950. In terms of the game overall, a lot of it is going to come from this case portion, and trying to get through a case, as you can see, can be pretty hard. You do have... Did I play on hard? I'll have to look at the footage. I don't think I played on hard, but getting through these sections can be pretty hard over time. Yes, the first couple levels, not necessarily that hard in themselves, but once you get down to those, you know, last portions where you've got like 25 people on top of you, yeah, that's when you're going to start seeing the real effects of, you know, all your decisions that you made, all the elements that come into keeping yourself alive, and each health choice that you made in terms of, do I go in that room, get that health, or do I just go and run for the door? They all come to fruition at that point. And I'm just going to play this to keep some footage going while we play. But sound design here is pretty good. You can really hear the directional sound. So if you have very good, like, not microphone, if you've got really good headphones which can really give you an idea of stereo sound, go for it, because it's really, really useful in this kind of game. It's also nice to hear the Wilhelm scream at times. Just that, and I don't know about anybody else, but it doesn't really get old for me. Gun-wise, it's okay. One thing I don't like about Rico is that it does keep pretty consistent to, like, what would be standard, like, police-issued weaponry. You're not getting RPGs here. You're not getting, you know, really interesting or different weapons. You're getting shotguns. You're getting assault rifles, SMGs, and pistols. It keeps pretty important, or it keeps pretty close to the chest when it comes to stuff like that. Also, notice the weird graphics here. Like, the detail in terms of it appearing in front of me on the dirt. Graphically, it's okay. You do get some weirdness in terms of the physics engine, but I'm not going to lie to you. That's a little bit of its charm. When you see a body just, like, ragdolling into the world, it's just funny. It's just hilarious. AI is dumb, but it's dumb in a good way. You can exploit it, and you have to exploit it, because, again, in this wave-based system, if you don't, you're just going to be taking damage unnecessarily. This is punishing you for making mistakes, and that's the game's design. Now, if you are a player who needs a lot more variety, a lot more, as you can see there, a lot more variety in their gunplay, this is not for you. I would recommend something like Ziggurat, or maybe something like Heavy Bullets, if you're looking for a roguelite FPS. Story-wise, there's no story. It tells you that there's no story. Other than that, I will have to say that if you're looking for... The price is going to be the issue here for a lot of people. It is $20 on release, and this is a indie game. I think it's worth the price of admission. Like, I've gotten 6 hours out of it without it being feeling too repetitive, but I know that's not going to be the case for everybody. I see the strength of, you know, trying to keep every little last bit of health alive and focusing on your skills. So if you're a skill player in these kind of games where every little moment matters, then it's probably for you. Other than that, okay, so aiming portion. The AI, especially on higher levels, it can feel cheap somewhat. Like I noted in the last levels there, it can be really, really bad when it comes to the vertical element. Because from what I see, the damage possibility, the damage multiplier, and the damage possibility is really based on your distance from enemies. Obviously, depending on if they're using a shotgun or an SMG, so on and so forth. But in that vertical section where even though they may have a bad angle on you, or like I have a really good angle on you, the distance is still small, you can start feeling that damage rather quickly. Now, that guy, for example, took a big chunk out of me. And he was pretty... he was medium range, so... Is there any other questions about the gameplay, about the some of the systems? Overall, I think it's worth the price of admission, but I feel like if you have questions on it, like if you're questioning if it looks like it is, you're probably already in that, okay, wait for a sale title situation, because those downfalls that you see here, they're here. They're not something that over, you know, time is going to go away. It will show itself over, you know, 5 and 6 hours. It's just a matter of, can you isolate it enough from other elements? I talk a whole lot, yes. I mean, you could just look up gameplay if you wanted gameplay. I'm here to talk. Oh God, don't a mime stream. All right. If there's no more questions, I will call it for tonight. I will have another stream this week, probably. Does the character have different perks? No. The character does have different perks. So if I go to character setup, you have 4 characters you can play as. They all have backstories. They don't really matter. But the traits are your styles, perks. So each character themselves. Okay, so the question is, each character have their own different perks? No, they're all the same perks. It's just that you could choose to play as Frank Walsh, Travis Walker, Sophia, or Christina Wee. What other questions did I see? Review Honey Pop 2 on release? Probably. It depends on if I get a code on that or not. I'm willing to do that one. I feel like of all the sort of adult games, and I put quotes around that because it's less adult than most adult games, I feel like Honey Pop 2 is probably more my thing. What other questions did I miss here? Yeah, it is the price of Yakuza 0, but I'm going to be honest with you. Yakuza 0 for 2020, it was a steal to begin with. So, I mean, it's hard for me to compare Yakuza 0 against something like this, because Yakuza 0 did start off with maybe not a AAA budget, but a pretty big budget, and to compare it against an indie like this, I still think it's worth the price of admission, but again, with so many games out there nowadays, you do have to, you know, pick and choose, and this is one where I could say, okay, you can wait for a little bit. And before I forget, FAQ, I will remember to put the timestamp this time around as the stream ends, as opposed to having you know, comment in the comment section, which I've really appreciated, because every time I see it on my phone, I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. So thank you for that. With $20, you could get more indies, but it's one of those situations where it's like, you can get more indies for your gaming. Now, granted, this is coming from somebody who has more disposable income, and so my problem right now is the time in terms of these games. Like, you know, there's plenty of good games out there. I have the time. I'm willing to spend the money to support them. But if your $20 means a lot to you in terms of, oh, I need to get this game, this game, this game to get all these experiences, then yeah, no, that do what you need to do. For somebody who's looking for an experience like this is a specialized experience. Let's not get this wrong. This is a roguelite. This is FPS players. It's for you. All right, I'm going to call it. I will see you back in the Discord. And as always, keep on gaming.